We've been to Disney World hundreds of times, and you'd think we'd have it all figured out. For the most part, we do. And then there are a couple of things, trip after trip, that we just can't stop doing. That result in wasted time, money, and a miserable afternoon. Welcome aboard. I'm Don B from Eat Sleep Disney. And today we're sharing 13 Disney World bad habits. And if you've been to Disney World at least once, we're pretty sure you're guilty of at least a few of these. So stick around as we share how to break them. That way you can stay one step ahead of everyone else in the parks. All right, this first one starts before you even leave home, and we're all absolutely guilty of it. You open up the My Disney Experience app 60 days out, and you see restaurant availability, and suddenly you've got table service booked for every single day of your trip. Breakfasts, dinners, lunch, character dining. It feels like smart planning, feels responsible. Then you get to the parks and you realize you accidentally turned your vacation into a schedule. Or you do the character breakfast at Ohana and then realize you're not going to be hungry for Liberty Tree Tavern for dinner later in the day. Luckily, this is a simple habit to break. Book only a handful of table service restaurants before your trip. Quite honestly, for a 7-day trip, 4 or 5 is probably a more realistic number. That way, these dining experiences become a highlight rather than a default. Then leave everything else flexible. Counter service, you can try walk up, or resort dining on a whim. Listen, I know it's difficult to resist the urge to constantly check the My Disney Experience app to see dining availability. Heck, I'm doing it right now while I'm recording this video. And if you do find yourself reserving too many restaurants, keep in mind you can often cancel them up to 2 hours before the reserved time with no penalty. We have tons of Disney World tips and advice videos right here on the channel, and one of the big tips we always give is to eat at off-peak times. And then we're in Magic Kingdom, and it's noon, and we're hungry. Or it's around 6 p.m. and we're in no man's land between the nighttime parade and the fireworks show, and all we've had is a Mickey pretzel all day. We pull up the My Disney Experience app and see the next available arrival window for mobile ordering is close to an hour away. So we get in the nearest quick service line and waste 45 minutes on counter service that we could have eaten 45 minutes earlier with virtually no wait. So of course, this fix is completely simple. Just eat at off-peak times, like actually follow our own advice. Have an early lunch at 11:30 or have an early dinner at 4:30. Whether it's quick service or table service, you'll have better service and a quicker meal, and then you can be riding rides when everyone else is eating. Of all these, this one might sting the most because we know exactly how much we're paying for deluxe resorts. And then we proceed to use the room exclusively as a place to sleep and a staging area for the next park day. Now, to be fair, if we book a deluxe resort, of course we take advantage of extended evening hours. Those extra 2 hours in the park after close with fewer crowds, sure, we'll take advantage of that. But everything else, the pool. We walk past it every single morning and every single night, and the entire trip goes by without ever actually getting the water. The viewing areas at the resort, some of the best spots to watch the Magic Kingdom fireworks or get views of Epcot's nighttime show. We know these exist, and we've done them maybe a couple times. Resort jogging trails, never. Daytime activities and events Disney runs at the resorts. Movies Under the Stars, the campfire programs, arts and crafts, and other hands-on activities, we know they exist, but somehow we never find time to enjoy them. So this is just a frame of mind that we need to break. Stop treating the resort just as a bed. Whatever amenities come with your stay, build at least one of them deliberately into the trip plan before you leave home, which we'll get to in a minute. Now here's how this habit forms. You have a great day in Magic Kingdom with Lightning Lane Multi-Pass. The day flowed perfectly. You hit everything you wanted. So naturally, you decide to buy it for every park, every day for the entire trip. But honestly, it isn't always worth it. Lightning Lane Multi-Pass can run between $15 to upwards of $40 per person per day, depending on the park and the date. For a family of 4 on a 5-day trip, that's $300 to $600 on top of everything else. Now we still do buy Lightning Lane Multi-Passes, but check the crowd calendar before you buy, not after you arrive. The high demand days at Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios in particular, it's absolutely worth the upgrade. But on slower days at Animal Kingdom and Epcot, it may not be necessary. We've definitely bought Lightning Lanes out of habit on days we absolutely didn't need to, so hopefully you can learn from our mistakes. I know running in a theme park is dangerous. Then someone next to me starts jogging down Hollywood Boulevard, heading towards Rise of the Resistance, and my power walk comes a little bit more like a trot. And then I need to take a breath. What does running at Rope Drop actually accomplish? Well, it might get you to that first headliner attraction 30 seconds before other people who walked. The family that sprinted past you, they're in line, but they're standing basically in the same spot. So just know which ride you're targeting before you get to the park. Know the layout well enough of the park that you can walk directly there without stopping to look at the map. And target that second tier headliner. Especially if you have early entry, you can usually get in one main headliner and then be in line for a second before day guests are let into the park. We have a set game plan. We'll get to the park early, ride some rides, maybe have lunch, and then I'm going to hop somewhere. And then we look at our phone and notice that Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway only has a 30-minute wait. Or Thunder Mountain just came back online and it's basically walk on. So even though you have good intentions and you do have a game plan, something in your brain says, one more ride. So you get in line, you ride, and now your plan could be in trouble. Now the biggest offender is at night. If you already had plans to get back to hotel early or just wanted to beat the rush, then that one more ride now puts you in line with thousands of other people waiting for the bus back to your resort. This one's simple to break, but not easy. When you say that's the last ride, last attraction, last character, meet and greet, mean it. Put your phone away. Don't check the app again. If you don't know the wait times, then you can't make any bad decisions that could cost you your schedule later in the day. Now, speaking of that My Disney Experience app and that phone, when we were kids, you'd go to Disney World, pick up a park map, maybe you'd run into a character, and then you'd let the day happen. Oh, long gone are those days. Seems like at every turn, Disney's adding more features and making you more dependent on the My Disney Experience app and your phone. Managing lightning lanes, refreshing wait times, checking dining walk-up lists, taking photos and posting them on social media, mobile ordering, finding water refill stations, or reviewing the map to find out where you're going next. Being tied to your phone most of the day or walking around staring at your screen, then you look up and realize you just walked through one of the most beautiful theme lands at Disney World with your eyes tied to your phone. Now I'm twitching as I say this, but you have to break this habit. Try to reserve designated phone time. Check the app while you're in queue, although some queues are really awesome to look at too. Make lightning lane decisions at transition points between lands, not while you're walking through the middle of Toy Story Land or Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Take your photo, but put your phone away. You can post on social media later. The app is a tool to help you experience Walt Disney World, but not a replacement for experiencing it. Heidi and I are ride people. We always have been. And for years, our default was to treat the shows and character meet and greets as things that are nice to do if we had time, but we were wrong. Festival of the Lion King at Animal Kingdom is one of the best live entertainment experiences at Walt Disney World. You also don't want to miss Finding Nemo, The Big Blue and Beyond, a musical production show also at the same park. There's Villains Unfairly Ever After, and Frozen, a sing-along celebration, which are fun live entertainment with definitely some inside jokes for adults, as well as glorious air conditioning when it feels like 100 degrees outside. And there are character meet and greets. We stood in a queue for 45 minutes for a ride we've ridden hundreds of times, but have walked past a character meet for someone we've never actually stopped to see. So when planning a park day, look at the show schedule to see if there's anything that catches your eye. 1 or 2 shows per day is perfectly fine, and you can treat them as anchor points for the day, especially in the summer when that air-conditioned break is really worth it. Now, of course, it's a lot of work to plan your first Disney trip between the shows, rides, restaurants, and all the new experiences. That's why we want to make you a special offer. We want to send you a completely free copy of our Ultimate Disney World Planning Guide, just updated for 2026, that covers everything to go from booking to park entry. It's essentially a guide we wish existed before our first trip to Disney World. It also includes a budget worksheet, planning checklists, and packing guides to help you stay one step ahead of everyone else in the parks. So scan the QR code on screen or click our exclusive link down in the description to download your copy right now. Now, mobile ordering has been available in Disney World for years, and we have used it many times, and we know it exists. Yet still, regularly we find ourselves standing in a counter service queue or opting for some snacks because the arrival window for mobile ordering is hours away. Not taking full advantage of mobile ordering is easy to break. All about timing. Take a break early in the day and plan out your schedule. Figure out when you want to eat lunch or dinner. And then while in ride queue, open up the app and do your mobile order. You can schedule that pickup window hours in advance. And if your plans change, you can usually adjust the arrival window with enough advance notice. Now, I already have way too many Disney World t-shirts or Disney World coffee mugs, and my wife definitely has too many Disney ears. Just don't tell her I said that. But somehow, we're walking past a gift shop, whether it's a kiosk in Epcot or the Christmas store in Magic Kingdom, and something catches our eye. Or we're like, hey, let's go take a look. 15 minutes later, we're back outside. We haven't bought anything. Or worse, we bought something we weren't planning on. Now I'm shoving it in my day bag. An hour at the Disney parks spent browsing gift shops is an hour not spent on rides, shows, or experiences you specifically travel there to see. And the costs can add up. Now, we're not saying not to buy souvenirs, but there are ways to get souvenirs for much cheaper, which we break down in our Waste of Money video right here on YouTube and link to down in the description. If you do want to look at the gift shops, keep in mind that the shops on Main Street in Magic Kingdom stay open an hour after park close. So instead of wasting time during the day in the shops, save it to the end of the night. The advice on social media and YouTube is unanimous. When at Disney World, take midday breaks or use one rest day during your trip. And we've said we're going to do this, and I don't think we actually ever have. The pattern is always the same. Get up for rope drop. We're in the park. The morning is great. The lines start to build. That's the perfect time to head back to the resort, have lunch, use your pool, rest for a couple hours, and come back. And we know this. But somehow we get sucked into staying to the parks from rope drop to close every single day. Now, luckily, we travel just the two of us as a couple, and we don't have kids. Well, actually, we're just really big kids at heart, but the midday break is essential. It's not a luxury for families, especially those with young children. Taking a midday break or reserving one resort day helps you recharge and stay longer and enjoy more of the parks in the long run. Now, all I have to do is convince Heidi of that. The sunscreen is still at the counter at the resort. The portable charger, well, it's still plugged in by the bed. And my magic band is on the nightstand. Over the years, we've left behind nearly every essential item at least once. Meaning several times we had to pay the Disney markup for essentials we bought pre-trip at a reduced cost and had every intention of bringing into the parks. Pack your park bag the night before, not the morning of. You're tired and rushing out the door at 7 a.m. That's the easy way for things to get left behind or forgotten. Run through your checklist before you zip up, because you downloaded our Ultimate Disney Planning Guide that has a park bag checklist in it, right? Some things we always pack regardless of trip are sunscreen, portable chargers for our phones, a refillable water bottle, ponchos, sunglasses, fans, and snacks. Clean out your bag at night, pull everything out, and then repack it for the next day. It takes 10 minutes, but it can save you money and aggravation later in the day. The food at Disney is great, but it is expensive. And one way to offset that cost is to use grocery delivery to your hotel, like Instacart. And of course, we always order items like bottled water, granola bars, breakfast bars, trail mix. So we're prepared. And we put them in our bag most days when we're heading off. And then we walk past a popcorn cart. And later in the day, we stop by and grab some Dole Whip. And before you know it, we spent $25 or $30 on in-park snacks with untouched bag of granola bars, slowly warming in our park bag. The habit isn't bringing snacks. That's still the right call. The habit's not eating them because the in-park options are right there, and, we'll be honest, they do smell incredible. Well, the fix is simple. Eat the packed snack before you get to the tempting cart. If you're already full when you walk past the pretzel stand, odds are you'll skip it. Although, let's be honest, you'll probably still get the Dole Whip. Paying full price at Disney World is a habit, but it's not a requirement. There's certain ways you can save money without affecting the experience. Before you spend $1 on anything, tickets, hotels, dining, Lightning Lane, you can buy discounted Disney gift cards at wholesale clubs like Costco or BJ's, or if you have a Target Red Card. You can use your Red Card to save up to 5% on Disney gift cards, and then you can use them for anything. Disney accepts gift cards for literally everything on property. That's up to 5% back on your entire trip by just doing one extra step. In fact, using discounted Disney gift cards is one of our Disney World loopholes most guests don't know, but it's not the only one. So click or tap on our Disney World loopholes video right here on YouTube. In that video, we break down the insider tips and tricks that can save you time and money and help ensure you stay one step ahead of everyone else in the parks.